Pianist Aaron Diehl is one of today's most sought-after jazz virtuosos, consistently playing with what the New York Times has described as quote-unquote melodic precision, harmonic erudition, and elegant restraint. Aaron's playing is steeped in the traditions of legendary pianists like Jelly Roll Morton, Bud Powell, Thelonious Monk, and Duke Ellington. He has been playing piano since the age of 7. Born in Columbus, Ohio, his grandfather, Arthur Baskerville, a notable pianist and trombonist himself, was among the first of his musical influences. His first consuming interest was studying and playing classical music, but he discovered a passion for jazz while attending Interlochen Summer Camp for the Arts in Northwest Michigan. At Interlochen, Aaron met Eldar Jangarov, a piano prodigy who introduced him to the music of Oscar Peterson and Art Tatum. He has devoted full attention to the genre ever since. At the age of 17, just after graduation from high school, Aaron joined the Wynton Marsalis Septet for a European tour. Then, in 2003, after enduring a rigorous enrollment process at Juilliard, he was accepted into the Conservatory's Jazz Performance Training Program, where he studied with 3 celebrated pianists, Kenny Barron, Oksana Yablonskaya, and Eric Reed. It was Oksana who helped him develop the varied characteristics of his sound. He graduated in 2007. In 2011, he won the Cole Porter Fellowship from the American Pianists Association. He was the Prix du Jazz Classique recipient for his first album, Live at the Players, from the Académie du Jazz in 2012. He has since recorded 2 CDs on the Mack Avenue label. 2013 brought him the Jazz Journalists Association Award for Up-and-Coming Artist. And at the age of 28, he was one of the youngest artists to receive the Monterey Jazz Festival's Commissioned Artist Honor in 2014, where he performed an original composition entitled 3 Streams of Expression, dedicated to modern jazz quartet pianist John Lewis.
And Caldwell Ground, Cessna 108 to Papa Tango's IFR to Trent Mercer, information Bravo.
Aaron is also a licensed pilot, and one day this unique skill came in very handy. He and the extraordinary vocalist Cecile McLaurin-Salvant were slated to perform together in Canada. They arrived at JFK Airport well in advance of their morning departure time and decided to have breakfast together. Unfortunately, they both lost track of time and missed their flight, and there were no other direct flights to Quebec that day. They had exhausted every single travel option except for one. Aaron decided he would fly them both directly to Quebec City himself. They took off on a single-engine prop plane from a New Jersey airport that afternoon and arrived at their destination an hour before schedule. Here he explains how jazz and flying are somewhat similar.
Flying is like playing jazz in the sense that you have to react to new situations all the time. You're looking at your attitude, you're looking at your airspeed, your altitude, direction you're going. You've got to use all these instruments to paint a picture of exactly what the airplane's doing. It's like playing in a jazz band with 3 or 4 other people. You have to constantly be monitoring these guys, get a clear picture of where you're taking the music.
Aaron's musical talents surpass hyperbole. He's a brilliant, highly collaborative artist, elegantly expressing the blues bebop, and swing in his inspired improvisations, and is one whose stardom shines brightly among a new generation of gifted artists upholding and expanding upon the jazz tradition. For more information on Aaron's scheduled performances and discography, visit aarondiehl.com or go to macavenue.com. Thank you for visiting. My name is Glenn Cooper. Be sure to come back next week for another edition of Artist in Residence, right here on the Rhythm Space. Until then, be well.